just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Murray, no good. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
You throw good, Paul George. And, Jim, this is year 2 of that 4-year, $211 million contract for Paul George.
And when he's been healthy, Kevin, he has shown himself to be one of the best swingmen in the game. But now he's in his mid-30s, and this can be the point where players often start to wear down. Well, you can't really overstate the impact that a guy like Paul George has on your team. Obviously, you know the offense is there, but his defense is still really important as well.
Now here's Murray. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
And don't forget about his work on the boards. He was doing the dirty work as well.
George with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And moving George around the floor keeps the defense guessing.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Holmes setting the pick for Murray. To the paint. And Holmes throws it down.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Embiid with the screen on Gordon. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Shoots from 14. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Murray, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Pass to Brown. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The 76ers leading by 3. George passes to Maxey. A floater. Oubre. No one around him. Buries the long-range jumper. Oubre's got 6.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Pass to Watson. Back to Murray. From the arc. And Watson with the basket on the assist by Murray.
For 3.
Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Pass to Brown. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Murray outside. Outside Gordon. This one for 3. It's hauled in by George. Philadelphia leading by 3. And here's Maxey. He's got 5. Oubre outside. Maxey feeling it out a bit. Here's Edgecombe. From outside off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 3. Now Murray. Pass to Brown. Watson the bounce pass. Shot on the wing. And again, it's Denver.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And one thing when a team underperforms like Philly did last season, Tim, they often bounce back.
Well, it always comes down to health, Kevin. If they have that, it feels like the East is wide open. They are going to have a chance to make some noise.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Arlo's checked in, and it's Quentin Grimes in for Edgecombe. Grimes with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Now, here's Maxey. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Maxey's got 7.
Well, that's a nice finish that time by Maxey inside, making full use of his exceptional agility and athleticism.
Here's Murray. Pass to Gordon. Now Watson. Now Holmes. Guarded by Embiid. Clock at 6. Holmes kicks to Gordon. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
He is just struggling right now to find his way and trying to regain his confidence.
Here's Barlow. Feed away. Embiid, no good.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
To the inside. Holmes, good. Holmes got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 7, and Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. George comes in for Oubre, and Jared McCain subbed in for Maxey. Here's Grimes. Hasn't made one yet. Now here's Murray. Holmes setting the pick for Murray. Pass to Holmes. Back to Murray.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. The 76ers trail. And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Embiid. Five to shoot. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 6 rebounds in the game. And here is Murray. He's got 6. Holmes kicks to Murray. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
George, it's blocked. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. .102 left in the first quarter. McCain against Murray. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock.
That is a well-run pick and roll that time by McCain. So skilled.
There's 49 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now Murray. Gordon with a screen on McCain. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Philadelphia on D. Watson with it. 23 points for him the last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Just 2 to shoot. For 3, Murray gets it to go from beyond the arc. Murray's got 9.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
George looking over the floor. For 3. He doesn't hit that one. Got it up. No good there. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for the Denver Nuggets. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nuggets.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Quentin Grimes out there with Jared McCain. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Barlow in at the power forward position. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Now here's Murray. Sent back. And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. Fourth, the Nuggets.
And over the last 10 games, they have done a great job at getting the shots they want and shooting a high percentage.
Inside, here's Grimes. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Grimes has got it all tied up now for the 76ers. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Nuggets. Right now they've compiled the third best record in the conference.
And you know, for the Nuggets, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year. And they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
Well, on paper, they certainly look dominant coming in, and that's exactly what we've seen on the floor. No one is going to want to face this team in the postseason.
And a four-sport athlete, Tim, back in high school, Bruce Brown played basketball, baseball, football, and soccer.
Yeah, Kevin, that's easy to believe when you watch him play. He brings a versatility and a toughness that is much bigger than his 6'4" frame.
Now here's Hardaway. After the miss from Andre Drummond. Pass to Strother. Another three for Denver.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
The 76ers trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Drummond dishes to George. It's deflected. Denver's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Outside Hardaway. After Najee, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Here's Grimes. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Yeah, Jared McCain can really shoot it. I like how assertive he has become from deep.
Now here's Brown. It's a 5-point game. Jones for 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. 76ers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And here's George for 3. No good. Still playing with the cold hand. Makes him just 1 for 8. The Nuggets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. The Sixers, they want to get over the top. Joel Embiid said, "I've accomplished everything individually, but there's one thing missing, which is to win a championship. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason I'm healthy and as dominant as I've ever been." Back to you guys.
His health is key. Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's McCain. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Shot by Grimes, no good. The Nuggets leading by 5. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, they've done a pretty decent job of taking care of the ball, but turnovers can pile up quickly.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about this upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Edgecombe in for Jared McCain. Now, here is George. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Knicks in New York.
Well, he also did a great job on the glass, and it made a big difference.
And holding nothing back there, George gives the dunk his all.
Here's Brown. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Back to Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Strawther. The three-pointer, no good. The 76ers trail by 3. Now Grimes. Embiid inside. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Knicks in New York.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Here's Brown after the made shot from Joel Embiid. On the basket by Jones.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Pass to Embiid. From the stripe, and again, it's Philadelphia.
They're loving the confidence. Just rise and be free, and you know you can do this.
Well, his great advantage is that he can shoot over the top of almost any defender.
Now, here's Brown. He has yet to score. Down low. Denver needs to get off his shot. Jones, no luck. For Philadelphia, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner, and he nails it.
Pass to Strawther. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Brown outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Brown's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Barlow. George sets a screen. Here's Barlow. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. For the three. Edgecombe, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Strawther. Outside Hardaway. And a miss there on the triple. The 76ers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And here's George. It's rebounded by Najee. Now here's Brown. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. It's Jones on the wing. After Najee. Brown outside. Off target from outside. The 76ers trail. Now Edgecombe. And his third shot of the night. No good. 0 for 3. Brown outside. Pass to Hardaway. Shoots the three. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
Oh, excellent preparation from Hardaway Jr. Primed to attack.
Here's Barlow. He's looking for Embiid and finds him to end the drought. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time
The previous play is under review.
What constituted the original personal foul? Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Motion replays. You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Philadelphia with the ball. Tim Hardaway unable to get his last shot to go. And that one is stuffed right through.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. It's Jones on the wing. Another three for Denver.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Kelly Oubre's checked in for the 76ers. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Quentin Grimes. Big group substitution here for Denver. Here's George. Rebounded by Holmes. The Nuggets leading by 6. And here is Brown to the right side. Watson for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Embiid with a screen on Brown. Pass to Embiid. A 3-ball. Embiid showing his range right there.
Well, Embiid is laser focused. The way he shoots the ball is unreal for a 7-footer.
Murray with it. 9 points in the game so far. To the middle. Here's Watson. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Maxey, no good.
Yeah, that was a $1 million crossover to free him up, but that finish, I'd give him 50 cents.
Here's Brown. Pass to Murray. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by George. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Oubre passes to Embiid. Inside, and he hammers that one down right on the face of Jamal Murray.
A little bit of showing off there from Embiid.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. .107 left in the first half. Now here's Murray. Holmes setting the pick from her. Pass to Holmes. Now Brown. Watson for 3. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from 3-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan. Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agree, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Brown dishes to Murray. Pass to Brown. good, and the assist goes to Murray. Brown's got his second bucket tonight. Here's Embiid, guarded by Holmes. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Murray for three. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Well, that's going to give them a shot in the arm, and now they'll go into the locker room with all kinds of confidence.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nuggets lead by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. Not a big surprise in this one. Jamal Murray putting on a show. He is feeling it. And guys, allow me to digress. Anybody care to explain what I saw in the catering area a few minutes ago?
No, Ernie. Shaq started it. I promise you, Ernie. It was not me. I never throw the first chicken wing.
Yeah, I can't believe you just snitched Kenny.
Well, I don't care who did it. You're both cleaning it up.
But Ernie, it was Kenny.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Nuggets.
So when Murray gets on a roll, you can feel the momentum build, the confidence, the swagger. And this team feeds off that.
You can see since that first ring, his confidence has gone to another level.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
And so here's Denver, leading by 5. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. And that will conclude a long 7-game road trip for the team. Second half is underway, and here's who David Adelman's got on the floor. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Gordon out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Holmes in at the 5. Now Maxey, following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. Pass to Edgecombe. Just 5 to shoot. Embiid with a screen on Gordon. Here's Edgecombe. It's hauled in by Watson. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 5-point game. Now Brown. And here is Murray. Gordon with a screen on Maxey. Murray the pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Here's Maxey. Outside, George. High post, Embiid. Pass to Maxey. Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Gordon kicks to Watson. Knocks down the 3 ball. And it's a 10-point Nugget lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Back to Maxey. Clock at 6. Oubre against Murray. Another miss by Philadelphia.
They started out this half ice cold, 0 for their first 3.
pass to Brown. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Philadelphia, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. It's deflected. And there's the drive. And Watson slams it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Here's Edgecombe. Five on the clock. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Embiid with it. Holmes covering. Oubre passes to Maxey. Banked in off the glass. Maxey's got it back down to within single digits for the 76ers. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Now, here's Maxey. 9 points in the game so far. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray. The Nuggets leading by 11. Pass to Watson. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jacks up a three. Another three for Denver.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it.
The previous play is under review.
With replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in, they've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you gotta acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. You're double checking and the game continues on.
And while we can now, let's check in on the top scoring rookies in the NBA. Number 5 is VJ Edgecombe.
Well, coming in, you wondered how his talent would translate at this level in terms of scoring. And I gotta say, apparently, it's translating pretty well.
The first one falls. The pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch-and-shoot percentages. Can I get off threes, and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high-volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. Now, Maxey, following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. Up top, Embiid, defended by Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Embiid.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now here's Murray. He's got 15. Holmes with a screen on Maxey. Murray finds Holmes, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And that's a smart foul there. Instead of giving up the easy deuce, send him to the line.
For the Nuggets. Holmes, 2 shots.
That free throw good from Holmes. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Brown is checked in for Christian Braun. Denver on D, pass to George. Outside, Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Man, he had the speed on the runway, and he took off for that dunk.
Brown with it. Watson finds Brown. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Murray. And another miss by Denver. The 76ers trail by 11. And stolen by Murray. Lays it up and banks it in. Murray's got 5 points now this quarter.
And there's no doubt Murray can fill it up. Good luck bringing him down to earth when he's on this kind of a roll.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Guys?
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Murray after the made shot from Joel Embiid. On the clock. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Outside, George. To the left side wing. Here's Embiid. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Nuggets leading by 11. Brown dishes to Murray. Pass to Watson. Back to Murray. Watson the screen. Murray the pass to Holmes. Now here's Murray. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Murray's got 19 points.
And you can't fall asleep against Murray, especially when he's got great interior positioning. The D has got to be better.
Now here's Maxey. 11 points in the game. They get the rebound, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Edgecombe.
Number 5, Quentin Grimes.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. 13-point lead. Brown outside. Shot clock at 5. Back to Murray. The rebound by Paul George. George has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Holmes. Grimes passes to Embiid. Misses from short range. Denver leading by 13. Brown outside. Outside Gordon. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the 76ers. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Man, look at that burst that time by Maxey, changing gears to get it done.
Here's Brown. Gordon with a screen on Maxey. Brown the pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Embiid with a screen on Gordon. And here's Maxey outside. It's hauled in by Brown.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from three. Only had that one in the first half.
Murray outside. Back to Brown. To the paint. Here's Holmes. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Pass to Grimes. George against Brown. Embiid with a screen on Brown. From deep, Maxey. Another miss by Maxey.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Bryant. The 76ers with another miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Now here's Murray. He's guarded by Grimes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Holmes setting the pick for Murray. It's over Embiid, and he can't bank that one in. Oubre dishes to Embiid. And Grimes has it in the corner. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And so it's Denver. Their lead at 15 going into the break. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. And we'll be right back after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Jared McCain is out there with Edgecombe. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Quentin Grimes. And it's Barlow in at the power forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's McCain. And it's off from 3-point range. McCain against Murray. Gordon with the screen for Murray. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Downright lethal in the pick and roll. Gordon's size and quickness, along with the decision-making, it's a tough combination.
The 76ers trail by 17. Here's Barlow. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now here's Gordon. Back to Murray. And Watson has it in the corner. Outside Gordon. And Watson has it in the corner. Lets it go with the 3. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to McCain. Now Edgecombe. He's covered by Murray. Bounce pass from McCain. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Grimes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Brown outside. Pass to Watson. Murray outside. Denver passing it around. Watson's shot is off.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And he gets it to go.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Denver's head coach was saying to the team. And coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Now, here's Brown. Outside Hardaway. Brown outside. Drains it from beyond the arc.
If he gets any daylight out there, he is capable of knocking that shot down.
Pass to Barlow. Embiid inside. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Haji's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The Nuggets leading by 13. Brown outside. Down low. Haji, no good.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Embiid. Embiid with the screen on Hardaway. Edgecombe with it, picked up by Brown. Shot from the wing. Edgecombe, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for Denver. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to Hardaway. Hardaway sets a screen for Brown. And finished off by Brown.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
When you have someone running point who's also a factor at the rim like that, it's a huge advantage.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Here's McCain. It's the three-point bomb.
Well, McCain's confidence right now is off the charts. You saw how ready he was to fire that as soon as he touched it.
Now here's Brown. To the inside. Haji takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Here's McCain. Now Embiid. Back to McCain. That one drops for him.
Well, that is nice poise by McCain that time. There was a lot of size in that paint, but it did not deter him.
And here is Brown. Pass to Hardaway. Puts up a deep three. Arlo grabs the rebound.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Greg, we know something every scout liked about VJ Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Brown. Pass to Strother. Brown outside. There's the three. Strother, no good. The 76ers trail by 10. Edgecombe with it. Drummond with a screen on Brown. Maxey, that's a two-pointer. Kept alive. And Zeke Naji gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the 76ers with some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Edgecombe. On defense, the Nuggets. Oubre finds Maxey. Pass to George from outside the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. George has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the 76ers. For Denver, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. Here's Brown. They set the screen. Down low. Haji. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. 76ers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Grimes passes to Maxey. Oubre outside. 6 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Maxey, no good.
Yeah, keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
Outside, Jones. Hardaway dishes to Brown. Pass to Jones. Here's Naji. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Now, here's George. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Naji's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And the 76ers making a change here. Edgecombe's checked in. Denver leading by 9. Now Murray. Gordon finds Holmes. And here is Murray. Watson for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 8th assist here tonight.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
And Maxey plays with so much energy. That time he wills that one in off the contact.
Murray against Maxey. And here is Murray. 5 to shoot. Pass to Watson. Here's Pickett. The 3. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got 5 rebounds tonight. Holmes against Maxey. Lets loose a 3. Doesn't get that one. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Here's Pickett. Outside Murray. From 18 feet away, Maxey rips down the rebound. The 76ers trail by 10. Oh, what a finish.
A powerful finisher. Oubre Jr., you deserve to get dunked on when you let him get inside.
Holmes down low, guarded by Embiid. Outside Murray. He's off from three.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Oubre, strong move off the glass.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
And we got a timeout from David Adelman. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Christian Braun's checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Murray. There's 1:40 left to play here in the fourth. Holmes setting the pick from her. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the dunk.
And going vertical. Murray's one of those guys with that sneaky athleticism.
The 76ers trail by 8. Maxey with it. We've got 1:13 left in the game. Takes the three, and there's the three.
Well, you gotta love all that confidence. Maxey with the biggest bucket of the night.
Murray against Maxey. Now here's Murray. Holmes with a screen on Maxey. Murray.
And they can't be happy they fouled Murray there in the act. Jamal is lights out at the line.
First team foul. At the line for the Nuggets, Jamal Murray. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
And if you get a chance to build your lead at the free throw line, you've got to take it.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're trailing by 7.
Come on, man. Get up. Get loud. It's your Sixers ENT. Once again, your 76ers ENT. Give them a hand.
Here's George. Now Embiid. Lets it go from 14. No good there. Now Watson. George with the steal.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, anything they do at this point is going to be futile. Too little, too late.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
So the Nuggets win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sensed that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Jamal Murray.